Hello, my name is Said Valdez, and here I am in a new video talking about what you should invest on, which is investing in yourself instead of trying to looking for money and just lots of profits. So the first thing you need to understand is for you to be able to make money, for you to be able to have strong connections, for you to be able to get to somewhere, you have to have a lot of investments. You have to have a lot of things that you need before you get to the money. One of the first things that you need it's skills. When I say skills can be knowing how to edit a video, knowing how to do marketing for a company, knowing how to sell, how to communicate to someone, how to make someone believe that that person needs something that you have on sale. Skills are something that is really important. So from $10 to $20 an hour that you're making today, you can, with skills from year or 2 years, 3 years, you can increase the $20 an hour to even $100 an hour. It all depends on you and the skills that you gain over time. Books. Books are really important in your life. Books teach you a lot of lessons. It teaches you how to read, how to communicate things, how to know, how to perceive, how to behave. A lot of things that you don't know and you don't understand. That's why you need books. It opens your mind, it opens your vocabulary, and you learn a lot of things yet you need to understand. Seminaries. So seminaries are things that you need. Where you go to conferences, where you go to people that already know a lot of things, have a lot of experience, and they talk in a way that you want to be around with. In seminaries, you can find actually network. So when you go to seminaries, you can actually network at the same time. So actually, these two goes together because you need network. That's for sure. But when you go to seminaries, or you go to conferences, or you go to stuff like that, where you have an environment that people are looking the same as you actually network. You find people, you find connections, and you put this one put these two together, and that's when you have a strong connection from a seminary. So you're actually learning on the seminary, and you're actually connecting with people that you need to be around with. Mentor is something that you need, that's for sure. Something like a mentor that already have experience, I already have connections, so I already have a strong network, is something that is going to teach you a lot of things, and it can lead you to new skills. It can lead you to recommendations for books. It can lead you for a lot of stuff. Discipline. Discipline is something that you need to invest in. So when I say discipline and investing in yourself, I'm talking about having discipline reading a book, having discipline going to the gym, having discipline cleaning your room, cleaning your house, having discipline talking to your family, having discipline to anything that you have been putting your compromise to. So discipline is something that you need, and that's for sure. So you need discipline anywhere. It doesn't matter where you at. Doesn't matter the industry you at. You are going to need discipline everywhere you go. There's going to be rules. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you're not going to like, but you need to understand that you need to invest in discipline. So when you go out there, you understand that there's going to be a lot of regulations, a lot of policies, a lot of stuff that you're not going to agree with, but you're going to have to agree with. You're going to have to just work with it. So network, as I said, networks is something that you need for sure. Connections are actually better than skills, I could say. With networking, you could actually span every single thing. So when you network, you can actually do all of them. So you can find a lot of recommendations for books. You can find a recommendation for skills or seminars to go with too, or a mentor where to go with. So network is one of the strongest one in this list. So faith and purpose. Faith and purpose are the things that you need to have in you. You have to have faith in what you're doing. You have to understand why you're doing it, and you need to understand that you cannot be doing it just because of something, just because of money. So you need to find faith and purpose. You need to understand why. You need to believe why you're doing it. You have to understand and you have to have faith in you on the vision that God allowed you in your head. So, what you don't want to look for in the investing in yourself, and that a lot of people are looking for, especially young people, young guys are 20s, young 20s, 19 years old, is that are looking for quick cash. So quick cash is something that when I say quick cash, I'm referring to crypto, I'm referring to stocks, I'm referring to home run money, things that you just want to put the money on and you are expecting just already everything. So what happens with quick cash is, let's say, for example, you made $100,000. So if you made $100,000 from something that exploded, it was a crypto, it was a stock that just exploded. Now you have $100,000. Well, actually, you have to pay tax on it. So after they tax you on that money, now you have, let's say, $50,000. But now you don't know how to multiply those 50 or $40,000. So that's where the problem comes. You made quick cash, but you didn't make any skill. You didn't read any book. You didn't went to any seminary. You didn't talk to any mentor. You don't have any discipline or connections, faith or purpose. So the only thing you did was quick cash. So now you cannot make more money because all you did was quick cash. So that's where the problem comes, and you get to the point where you don't know what to do because you now have, let's say, a lot of money, but you don't have any skill, you don't have any base, which is going to make you just drown yourself. So the other thing you don't want to look is retirement at young age. I don't know if you can actually see really well the board. I don't know if the lining is enough, but one of the other things that we look in our young 20s, even our 19 or 18 years old, is retirement at young age. I get it. I was like that. I wanted to retire probably by 30 or 28 years old. The thing is, you need to understand, for you to get to retirement, you need to work a lot. And you don't want to, I don't think you want to go to retirement without making any of these things. So retirement is something that you have to actually earn it. You have to work really hard. It doesn't mean that you're gonna retire at 65 like the average man or like the average American. You don't wanna, actually, I don't wanna retire by 65. I'm not going to retire at 65 years old. That's for sure. And that's one of the other things that you have to change the way you talk. Instead of saying, well, I don't think I'm gonna retire. No, you have to say, I'm not going to retire by 65. But you need to understand that for retirement at young age, you have to work a lot. So you cannot invest in yourself, or you cannot look for this without having any of these skills or any of those things that you need. Another thing you don't want to look for is approval from other people. So usually most of the times we get into the point where we want to approve the approval of our parents. We want the approval of our friends. We want the approvals of our classmates, or we want the approval of social media. But you need to understand that you have to make it for you. You have to work it for you. You have to earn everything, but you're doing it for you, not for anybody else. Because if you see it this way, none of those people get your bills paid. None of those people are helping you out with the vision or everything you have in your head. So you cannot look for approval from other people. You have to work for you. You have to work for your journey in your empire. And the last thing I have on the list is comfort. So you cannot look for comfort. You cannot, if you're a young, early 20s, if you're in your early 20s or early 30s, you cannot look for comfort. Comfort, you have to earn it. You have to work really hard to be able to get to that place. You got to work really hard. One of the mistakes that a lot of young people do is have a lot of comfort, try to go on vacations every single 3 4 months, try to go on weekends and try to drink and try to have fun time, because you're not going to have that time. So one of the problems that I see in society is that they want to look comfort on the wrong time. When I say comfort on the wrong time, is that you want to party every single weekend. You want to try to go and drink some alcohol. You want to do things that you are not supposed to be doing. Or it can be fun, but you might be wasting a lot of time. You might be wasting a lot of money that you can wait and party later. So comfort comes after you earn it. So if you're watching this video, you have to understand that you have to invest in yourself, and these are the things that you should be looking for, and these are the things that you shouldn't be looking for. So for every single thing that you see here, it has their own timeline. Every single person have their own timeline. So don't rush to things. Just work and be consistent on whatever you are doing. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you share. I hope you comment. And I hope I see you in the next video.